It's just like my father always used to say.
Eat your vegetables.
Eat your green vegetables.
Well, no one's gonna get that.
Well, it'll be. It's like
Jesus.
Cheeses.
Cheese.
No, Cheez-Its.
Cheese and rice.
All right, let's get to what we're talking about over here. What should I start with? Welcome back. That's how I used to start. But now that I'm here with you, it sounds really stupid.
Well, I mean, I already have my own, which probably sounds just as stupid, so...
What is it? It's recording, by the way.
I know.
Okay. You don't want to say it? Well, you don't have to say it, but what you do need to say is introduce yourself.
What do I introduce myself?
Okay, no one cares. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Tieg the Grey Wolf, here with my best friend. We'll call him Jude the Dude. And he doesn't look to be in any sort of mood. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. Do you want to introduce yourself, or...?
Basically just that one fox.
That one fox?
Yeah,
all right,
much.
Cool. I'm going to tag you on Twitter when I upload this, by the way.
Lovely.
So, ow.
Hopefully that picked that up.
Oh, it did. I can see on the sound wave it's like a little big straight line thing. I'm here with that one fox, and we are going to be discussing something we wanted to do for a really long time, and that is Pokemon, probably in its entirety. But the first thing we want to do, so last year, 2017 apparently marked the 20th anniversary for Pokemon, which explains it being the 20th movie. I Choose You. That was released... When did we see that? It was in November, wasn't it?
What? I believe so.
November. I think we went on the 14th because it was only showing for 2 days, the 14th and the 15th. We went on the 14th, which, if I remember correctly, was a Sunday. Yes, it was. But, so we saw the movie, and now that kind of inspired us to make this video about us talking about the movie, even though it's been quite a while since it came out. And we're going to talk about that and Pokemon in its entirety. So I have a little checklist with me. Let's get to the movie. Let's start with characters. Obviously, we got Ash. But what did you think about these two other characters that they replaced with Misty and Brock, whose names I have not
I don't even remember.
No, I don't either. But there was also the villain, or I guess the rival or antagonist or whatever. Yeah. We'll call him Redhead.
Replacing Gary.
In a way, I think he was a lot more cruel than Gary.
Oh yeah.
Because Gary, he still cared for his Pokemon, but
he replaced that one long-haired dude from the one who actually abandoned Charmander.
That was still from season 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but obviously we got Ash now. Did Ash seem different to you? Like, if you remember season 1. Have you seen any of the anime?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Like, which ones? Besides
season 1, 2, and 3 actually. Well, okay. Kanto to Hoenn.
I don't think we should compare Ash to any of those three, because I feel like it wasn't until maybe what was it, Black or White, that he seemed to be a little different in the anime.
Well, this is apparently like a whole like new start. I guess it's like the Unova Ash, just if that Unova Ash started or something.
How do you think he compares to the original Ash from the season 1?
Not as different, I guess, just more serious, I suppose.
I suppose, like, Ash was really, really attached to Pikachu now that I think about it back in season 1. He was still attached in the movie, but you can definitely tell it wasn't as attached to Pikachu. That's how I saw it.
It is. Probably actually even more attached now that I think about it.
And the stupid logo on his hat is changed and it's actually moved to his backpack.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason. Now, let's compare Misty to... Let me find my phone. Let me look up this girl's name really quick.
Yeah, well...
what did you think of... How would you compare Misty to her?
I don't really know, honestly.
You don't know? I don't know, because in the movie, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie, but...
Probably should have started with that.
Well, then again, it's been 2 months. I'm pretty sure people have definitely seen the movie.
or at least heard of it.
So, like, I thought, honestly, Misty, because I saw part of the trailer, I didn't see it all, but when Ash was carrying Pikachu from the Spearow attacks, Spearow? Something like that, and then I was like, oh my god, he's gonna run into Misty and they're gonna find the bike. But no, it was this other girl whose name I still don't know. I'm trying to look it up as we go, but I don't know. Misty had this kind of feistiness in her. Like she was one tough lady, but like this one, she kind of was just like sad and whatever.
Basically, when it comes to the two, I guess, characters that were introduced that were following Ash, they just right up replaced Brock and Misty.
I don't know why they decided to do that, because
I guess they just wanted a new story. And again, there's even new Pokemon in it, not just Kanto, from all the way to Alola and stuff.
That's true.
Which I thought was actually pretty interesting.
Like because this was supposed to be like I don't know if it's a remake or a reimagining of.
It's like a reimagining or a reboot. No, I think it's just reimagining.
But what's interesting is not the fact that they brought Alola Pokemon into this, and I was like, okay, maybe this dude came from Alola. Obviously, he had to come from Alola.
But you seen that there was actually way more other Pokemon other than Kanto Pokemon.
Yeah, we saw Johto Pokemon, Hoenn Pokemon, everything. And I was like, aren't we in the Kanto region right now still? You know, they can go off and do their own thing. It was still cool to include them, but I think they might have stepped a little too much when they brought the Alola Pokemon in.
Maybe. Yeah, that too, because apparently Alola Pokemon are very unknown, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, well, Pikachu's still Pikachu. There's no denying that.
Oh yeah, of course.
They even brought Marshadow in, which was really weird because Marshadow was also introduced like last year, so they obviously planned this way ahead of time.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Well, yeah, it was put in the game.
Yeah, and for the plot, obviously, we're moving on to the plot now. We're done with characters because there's not really much to compare besides Ash.
They're just totally different characters compared to Brock and Misty.
Yeah, it's kind of I don't know the dude's name, but he was kind of like Ash. He was kind of like Brock, really, because they were interested in Pokemon in general. They weren't interested in fighting or collecting them all. They were interested in, like, what Pokemon are. Brock wanted to be a doctor and a breeder or something like that. And this dude, I think he just was fascinated with Pokemon and how they act, how they attack, and things like that.
I think he just replaced Brock, even wanting to be like a Pokemon connoisseur or something like that.
Something like that. And that girl is just way different than Misty.
Yeah.
And then we have, everyone thinks it's red because of the hat, that old guy.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think so, because...
It probably isn't, but it was a major freaking tease. Everyone, I remember the people talking about on the trailer comments and all that, like holy crap, it's red. It's red with his original hat, just like older or something for some stupid reason, and fat.
And red wouldn't even talk.
But it wasn't red, it was just some random old guy.
I guess it was just like hey, look, it's possibly red. Ooh.
Something like that.
So let's move on to
his father.
Stupid. It's his father. He just gave him the hat when he went to go back to see his baby. Let's move on to the plot of the movie. In a sense, it's somewhat the same as season 1, just with a few things here and there.
Just a very little bit.
Yeah.
There's like little shots from the original that they totally just redid. But basically after, I guess, the attack,
Spearow attack.
Yeah, then the thing was just like derailed into some other story. Kind
of like we, for some reason, found out story about the other two side characters that Ash was traveling with, but the main plot of the movie was to go find and battle Ho-Oh, because when it flies over Ash's head off the Spearow attack, it drops the feather.
The rainbow wing.
It's a feather. It wings the entire thing. That's stupid. Oh my god.
Wait. What is it called? Oh,
it's called the rainbow wing.
I didn't notice that.
But the wings the entire thing of the bird.
Oh shit.
That's a huge... Oh my god. But basically, apparently Ho-Oh only drops these to people it likes. It likes Ash. Ash set off to find Ho-Oh, but it comes across Entei, which brings them into the two side characters because
they're all fighting for it.
The girl fights with Ash using her Piplup, I believe. I think it was a Piplup.
Yeah.
And Pikachu, and then they become friends, quote unquote. And then the other guy steps in. He's like,
Lucario.
I know about the legend of the Rainbow Wing. I'm gonna help you with my Lucario. He kind of sounded like that.
Did he? I don't remember. I remember
It was quite a while ago. But then, again, we're calling him Redhead. He's like, no, I want to be the rainbow hero of the Rainbow Wing, which turns out to be Feather. But so he tries to take it and has a battle with Ash. Ash somehow loses his confidence in his Pokemon, loses the power of the Rainbow Wing.
Pikachu could have won that battle.
Oh my god, that quote's gonna stay with us forever. And
What
my
makes
Pikachu plush is looking at me right now, all evil.
What makes it funny playing the games, sometimes I find myself saying that.
Yeah,
it's
like you're battling online. You're like, if I use this Pokemon, they totally would have won.
Like, damn it, Butterfree. if I had Pikachu, he totally could have taken that one out.
And then, obviously, Ash surpasses everything and, he beats the rival, quote unquote.
Yeah.
He does battle Ho-Oh. Marshadow apparently tries to steal the color or power of the Rainbow Wing, but he gets it back conveniently.
Ash dies.
Yeah, it can't be a Pokemon movie if Ash doesn't die. Oh, we'll get to that in a bit. But that's basically the plot of the movie. And go find Ho-Oh, beat the crap out of Ho-Oh, lose obviously, and then
of course.
Then at the end they do split up. And then of course they had to tearjerk us with Butterfree going on doing his own
Nothing
thing.
could be sadder than the original.
No.
I was prepared for this one. The original was
As soon as we saw Metapod transform into Butterfree, evolve into Butterfree, I was like, shit. Okay, moving on to presentation.
Actually, one real quick thing that I love that they actually did with the pink Butterfree is that they actually fixed its wings to have the markings of like the female Butterfree.
What do you mean?
Because the female Butterfree has like a black marks on the wings.
Really?
Yeah, and on all the original ones, because the original one didn't have like the gender differences, but this one, they remade it on one of the anime ones, like the flashback, and they still didn't fix the wings. But on this one, they actually put the black marks on the wings.
I did not know that. Like, I know there's subtle differences, but for most Pokemon, that distinguishes it from male and female, like Pikachu's heart-shaped tail for the female, but I actually didn't know that. Trivia!
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to presentation. I'm honestly extremely relieved that it wasn't in the anime style as the anime Sun and Moon.
Oh no, I don't enjoy that style at all.
No, not at all. It's too silly.
It's too silly. It's too. I mean, obviously they're trying to appeal to kids.
Yeah, that explains why it's on Disney Channel.
But like,
oh god,
from how the anime looked on like the last episodes of when it looked cool and all that, like it was like the animation was freaking awesome.
It kind of looked like that. This one did look a lot sharper. If sharper's the right word.
Like the tournament battle when Ash Greninjas versus like the Mega Charizard.
Yeah.
That animation was freaking awesome, and then it just totally went to some, I guess, to me, crappier animation.
I think it's terrible. There are people who like it. For some reason, they think it's way better than the original.
I don't see how. But like, well, I can't really say anything. They probably do like it. They like that kind of animation. I don't like the stupid faces like they make on it, like when they get all super hyper realistic and like, I don't know, that's just me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though. But presentation, I thought it was really, really good. I'm glad they brought like a remix of the original theme song for the intro. That was awesome. I was like, yes. But going on the presentation side, I do have to rant about the movie theater we went to.
Oh my god! Yes.
The picture was tilted down, like only half the screen was showing. The audio was terrible.
The audio was all
not only
jacked
that,
up.
but before the movie even started, they were supposed to play all episodes of Pokemon Generations, which they failed to do. They played the first episode 3 times, second episode twice, and that's all we saw.
Yeah, we didn't see no
Because
awesome rocket.
Because if you noticed the rocket walk.
Yeah. Like, damn, I was hoping to see that on the big screen.
But if you noticed, when they were like, hey, thanks for joining the Fandango event, we have a 30-minute presentation to show you. I know, it was like Generations. And I was like, wait, looking at my watch, the movie's supposed to start right now. What's going on? So presentation, animation's good, but overall, I think it's our theater's fault. So I'm going to give it like a horrible, horrible grade. But hopefully it wasn't the same experience for you guys. Those of you who did see it.
I doubt it.
I hope it wasn't.
No.
Because that honestly, it did kill the mood quite a bit.
It did.
Like even people, I was like this close to going to tell like the manager, look, fix it. Fix it right now. This was supposed to be enjoyable. So do you think we can compare this to season 1? The movie?
Well, no, I mean, we basically already did that, like, right after the Burb
Pokemon.
After that attack,
it took a turn.
Yeah.
Not a good one. Ash just climbing on top of a freaking Onyx, jumping in front of it. Stop, Onyx! Stop your rampage!
Like, oh, okay.
Okay, so let's get on with number 1. What did this movie do right? I think the most important thing, it did not change the voice actor for Ash.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Which is, obviously, neither Oak. Oak just sounds a little bit older, but it still sounds like the same Oak, which is really, really good. Even Ash's freaking mom sounds the same.
Yeah.
And,
Wait, did Ash's mom have the Mr. Mime already?
I can't remember.
I don't remember. Yeah, well, screw it.
And yes, to answer your question, we did see this in theaters, even though it did show on TV a few days later.
It did?
Yes,
Oh.
but we got the cards. We got the cards. No one else on who saw it on TV.
I still have it in the package and everything.
Yeah, me too, and I got 2 of them. But yeah, I think they kept the voice acting really, really good with even Nurse Joy. Nurse Joy was the same.
Was it?
Yeah, Officer Jenny wasn't in it, so I was gonna say, was she?
I don't
think, and if she was, I don't think she talked at all, which is kind of odd. But I think that's something they did really, really right. That, the animation, and obviously, I guess keeping the beginning in ties to what we all first saw and grew up with.
Yeah.
Ash getting Pikachu being a total jerk, and then, the Spearow attack. But what else did they do right? Give that tearjerker moment with Butterfree, I guess, because that was actually a really, really, really memorable moment.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, for the classic fans.
Yeah. Like, everyone else doesn't know what we're talking about. They're like, what? Butterfree? What's a Butterfree?
What's a Butterfree?
What's a free butter? I can't believe it's not butter. Free.
What kind of Pikachu is that?
A freaking beam. What kind of Pikachu is it? It's a Zubat. But anything else they did right? What do you think? They should have... Didn't they have the lightning bolt on Pikachu's Pokeball?
Yes! Oh my god,
that's something they did right. I was like, yeah!
In the anime, they finally showed Pikachu's Pokeball again, and they could have made so many people happy if they still had the lightning bolt on the ball, but they didn't have it. On the anime, the show.
Yeah, but in the movie, the I Choose You movie, they had the lightning bolt on the Pokeball.
Like, yes, finally. They actually paid attention to a lot of detail in this movie, which was good, I suppose. Yes, of course.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think so. Now, what else did they do right? I feel like that's about it.
Oh, God.
Just this one. Now let's talk.
As much as the story was different, I still liked it.
It was actually enjoyable.
Yeah.
I mean, we all knew Ash wasn't gonna obviously succeed against Ho-Oh with just Pikachu. We'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about what they did wrong.
Oh, God, here we go.
So, I have a whole list full of pages right here. Oh, Lord. No, I'm just kidding.
Let me just get this giant scroll right here. It's rolling down the hallway. Oh, okay.
To the bathroom. To the left. No, to the right.
More inside jokes.
Inside jokes are funny, though.
To us?
Well, to us, yeah. It's kind of bullshit. I'm sorry. I apologize to the viewers. Listeners, I suppose. But things they did wrong. For me, the biggest thing was Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Team Rocket, Jesse James Meowth were in the movie. However, they did not have one confrontation with Ash. We did not see Coughing, Victory Bell, Ekans, or Arbok or Weezing or anything.
Yeah.
And the biggest insult was they did not do their prepare for trouble speech.
Which I was like really hoping for.
I was like, yes, we're going to see them, but they kept talking in rhyme too.
I mean, they did do that.
Really? I don't remember.
Occasionally
not like every single line.
Not every single line, but
no, in this movie they rhymed every single line.
Oh yeah, probably, maybe, I don't remember.
But again, the biggest thing was no prepare for trouble. I was like, who decided this was a good idea? Let's do this instead. No.
They were just there for
like nostalgic purposes, I guess.
Well, no, like filler, or what's that word called? Comedic?
Comedy relief?
Yeah, there you go, comedy relief. Yeah. That's all they were there for just useless things.
All they did was blast off.
Pretty much, yeah.
Got a blast.
I guess I don't know if we're gonna do like what they do right, what they should have done different, or is that?
No, we're still doing what they did wrong.
All right, we'll get to that.
Another thing, replacing Brock and Misty. To me, that was just. I feel like they should have kept the original trio.
But I guess it would have just been the same story, though. I suppose.
Kind of.
I mean, the same story from the anime. I guess they try to put different people and.
I suppose to spice things up, but come on, it's Brock and Misty. They even brought him back in Sun and Moon anime.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, what that was extra cool is when they did the Mega Evolutions, they were in their original gym stances. I was like, yeah.
That's awesome.
What else did they do wrong? Let's see. Ash only had 3 Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
He only had Pikachu, Butterfree, and...
Charizard, or Charmander.
Charmander, which... It did evolve into Charizard, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was it. I mean, you can't expect to win against the Ho-Oh with only 3 Pokemon.
Well, he only had 2. Because he got rid of Butterfree at the time.
I mean, at least bring in Bulbasaur and Squirtle.
Yeah, he didn't have any of them at all.
I wish they showed the Squirtle squad with the glasses.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome, yeah. But Ash only had 3, technically 2 Pokemon. I guess Charizard, because he's the most fan favorite, I suppose.
Yeah.
But that's about it. And they kind of showed Charmander getting introduced the same way. He was left in the rain by his owner because he was too weak. And then Ash was like, let's go on an adventure. And then, yeah. And then, spoiler alert, the whole fucking episode, but Redhead was the original owner for Charmander.
Yeah.
Left him in the rain. When they battled again, Charmeleon was pissed. That got him to evolve into the Charizard.
Yeah.
Which, I guess that's okay, the way that happened, but come on, 3 Pokemon? 2?
I mean, with the classic things called gotta catch them all. I mean,
yeah, for real. Even in the anime, he got like only half of what... There's like a bazillion Pokemon now.
Oh, he doesn't even have half.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
I don't even think he has half of half.
What else did they do wrong? What was really wrong with this movie?
Actually, now that I think about it, there wasn't as much bothering.
Little things that bothered me was how they pronounced Raikou and...
Oh my god! And that's become a running
Raikou
joke
and Suicune.
Right.
That's become a joke because he's like, it's a Suicune and a Raikou. I was like, what the fuck Pokemon is this? I mean, the fans know how to pronounce the names for Pokemon. There are differences here and there, but majority of people call it a Raikou and a Suicune.
Yeah.
Not a Raikou and a Suicune. That's just, at least they got Entei right.
Yeah, then we start making fun of other ones, like instead of saying ho, we say ha, or something like that.
And a Pikachu. Yeah, we gotta catch all the Pokemon.
Well, I mean, Pokemon is how it's spelled, but
I know it's Pokemon. No one says it like that though.
Pokemon.
And the biggest thing that was 100% absolutely wrong, Pikachu talking.
What are you talking about? That was the greatest thing. Oh my god. I wish I recorded the audience's reaction.
The whole theater was just like, what the fuck? fuck? What?
Yeah. Oh, it was glorious. I loved it.
Even my friend from work was like, "Oh my god, Pikachu talked," and I was like, "Yeah, it was so cringeworthy," and we just spent like 5 minutes just ranting about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, never.
I just loved it because the people's reaction, the whole damn
The whole
theater.
theater. Oh, I wish they just like did the episode where a giant island Pokemon. It's like they were metal. They had subtitles for when they were talking to each other.
Oh yeah,
You remember that?
yeah. But no,
But
what,
then again, it would kind of ruin the moment because then Ash would be like, "I can understand Pikachu talk now." But
and they didn't mention it at all after Pikachu did talk. They didn't mention like, oh shit, I heard Pikachu talking to me.
yeah,
Like, you on
he's like,
crack?
"Oh, Pikachu talked. Okay, I guess I'll die now." Oh yeah, that's another thing they did wrong. Ash fucking died
Oh, of course. Well,
And
like
then-
you said,
with the power of Pikachu's tearful magic came
just like
back
the
to
first
life.
movie.
Well, that was all the Pokemon. They were all sad.
Like I said, that part was pretty fucking sad. Was when Pikachu was crying. I was like, oh no,
Well, in this movie or the old one?
no, this movie.
Oh god.
I was like, oh my god, that's brutal.
Yeah, Pikachu talked and
It was
that
hilarious.
was horribly wrong.
Well, one of I guess like my defenses on it is I mean Pokemon can talk.
Between each other.
No, well look at Meowth.
Oh yeah.
Meowth can talk, and there's other Pokemon that can talk like through the mind or something. But
Like Mewtwo.
yeah, Mewtwo.
Can Alakazam talk? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. Mewtwo, Lugia. What other Pokemon talk? Lucario.
Wasn't there a Slowking that talked
Oh
in the
yeah.
anime?
No, again, not through the mind, but actually talking.
Yeah.
Which he made a cameo appearance at the end of it too.
Wasn't that a movie?
Yeah, Pokemon 2000 with Lugia. And all
Didn't
that.
Entei also talk in a movie?
I've never seen that one.
I remember that stupid little girl thought Entei was her dad.
That's unfortunate.
Because her dad goes to find the unknown and gets sucked into this weird other dimension and comes back and then gets replaced with Entei in her room. And then she's like, "You're my dad." And he's like, okay.
Sure, why not?
Oh, lordy. That was good. Okay,
anyways.
now let's talk on how that movie, what they could have done differently. What could have they done right?
First things first, when it comes to me, because I freaking love Team Rocket. I wish Team Rocket would have done more. I wish like
Absolutely.
right as Ho-Oh appeared, they would have popped out and like say they're prepare for trouble. We'll see original Ekans and
Coughing.
Coughing.
Wheezing and Arbok are the evolutions.
Yeah, like I was hoping they would actually do something, like try and catch Ho-Oh
Or at least Pikachu.
yeah, so something like that so they weren't just there for no reason. I was really hoping something like that would happen, and nope, they just got hit with a rock or
Yeah, they got hit with a few rocks and then they blasted off. They blasted off, I think, 3 times.
It's like crap. That
I was
sucked.
like, okay, the last time I saw them, I was like, please say your speech. Please. And nope, not even, they didn't even show up to Ho-Oh, if I remember.
They didn't interact with Ash
At all.
It's-
Yeah, which is a real letdown. Another thing, first thing I would do is cut out Pikachu talking entirely.
Oh yeah, of
That
course.
thing got everyone so...
Cringe.
Another thing I wished we could have seen was Ash completing some of the gyms at least.
He didn't have all the badges by that time though.
No, he did not.
Obviously, he had like Brock's and Misty's and Lieutenant Surge.
But that's about it.
And I think he had Erica's too.
I don't remember.
Damn, I don't remember either. But he didn't have all of them yet. He still had a ways to go.
He didn't really have that original Ash Spike where it's like, I'm gonna be the Pokemon master. He's like, no, I'm just gonna go get my Pokemon.
Yeah, like
Be okay, I guess. Get the Pokemon League.
Well, I mean, actually, he wasn't. He was mainly like, oh, let's battle, like telling other people to battle. Or,
Yeah, he wasn't like, I'm gonna be
Going
the
to-
greatest Pokemon master. Or
Yeah.
something, which is the original Ash.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, it disappointed me a little bit. It's like a small tiny fraction here and there.
But all in all, I think he was completely fine. I would probably make him more I'm gonna be the Pokemon master.
I'm gonna be the Pokemon master. Also, some more confrontation with Suicune and Raikou, because they did battle Entei and they lost horribly.
Oh yeah, of course.
But Suicune and Raikou were just there. They'll go, hey, what's up? And they disappeared into the night. But there was quite a few things that they could have done right with this movie, which they sadly let us down with.
Gary was only seen once. I'm glad that they put Gary in it, getting Squirtle.
And then that was the only thing he was there for.
Yeah, I kind of wish they did. At least he had him doing something, because I think he's the only one with the same exact voice actor they had through all the seasons. Everyone else has changed, even Ash from the original.
Yeah.
But Gary has always been the same. I kind of wish they would have had him say at least something.
Smell you later.
Yeah, I needed that.
But that's about it. What else? Does anything come to mind? What things they could have done right? We covered Rocket, Ash getting 6 freaking Pokemon.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like at least
he has to have the starters.
Yeah. Bulbasaur,
Squirtle.
Okay, the Pokemon I would want him to have at least would have been Pikachu, Butterfree, Pidgeotto, Charizard.
Isn't it Pidgeot though? The final evolution.
He
never got it in the original.
He got the original as soon as it went to a Pidgeot. Obviously, what he does to all his strong Pokemon, he let it go. Like, oh, great.
And then I feel like that's okay. That would have made the movie a little better.
Yeah.
Maybe show Brock and Misty. I mean, you can keep the new characters, but
I do like. I guess we'll change on to a different subject. Like
just say whatever you want. We're still talking about the movie. We've gone through the checklist. Let's just go on about the movie still.
All the things they had hidden, all the Easter eggs, all
the mom and her kid.
Yeah,
she was in the end credits, I think.
Something like that.
They've been in every Pokemon movie ever.
Yeah. I like the theories on that too, but that's something else. They had I know you've seen Agatha, one of the Elite Four members, as the teacher.
Oh yeah, from when Ash goes into that world without Pokemon and he's just a school. He's a school kid.
Let's see. What other stuff? Oh man, I'm already going brain dead.
Easter eggs. They actually showed a few characters from
Oh yeah, like the 2 characters in the tournament in the very beginning.
Yeah, they were from the first movie actually.
Yeah,
I did not catch that at all.
There were the 2 people that Ash went to the island with to go fight Mewtwo or whatever.
Which was actually pretty damn cool.
They've done that in other movies too, where like Brendan from Gen 3, the Hoenn games, that was in the beginning. Silver was there at one point.
They were supposed to have a whole series dedicated to Silver.
I know. I wish they did
with this Typhlosion, but it's oh man, I saw 2 episodes.
For alligator.
Which one?
Yeah, Silver had a Feraligatr.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was because in the anime it was a Typhlosion. Yeah, it was.
He wasn't named Gold or Ethan. He had some different name, Billy or something like that. He had a Typhlosion, and it did show cameos of Silver, and I think he did have a.
I'm serious. Which one was Heart Gold and Soul Silver? That's the Giovanni's kid, right?
Yes.
The baseball cap and the weird hair or whatever.
No.
Who is it that then? Because they made another anime with some other character and a Typhlosion, and 2 episodes were about them, but the rest were literally about Casey, Professor Oak.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, that was based off Ethan and Gold, and
I forgot what the anime was called though. Pokemon
Adventure.
Well, we tried. Pokemon Well, we tried.
I thought those were interesting. I thought they would have made more.
That was kind of interesting. But so let's conclude our segment for the movie. Out of, I suppose, 10 stars, what would you give this movie?
50 negative? No, I'm just kidding. No, I like the movie. Yeah, it had problems, but those can be overlooked. Except Team Rocket, I freaking love Team Rocket. I would say 8.
I throughout the whole movie, it was a perfect 10, but as soon as Pikachu spoke, it immediately dropped down to an 8. I'm also going to give that movie an 8. It was just, come on, Nintendo, come on.
They just want to what is it called, shock value, I think, something like that.
It freaking worked.
It did. I loved it. I loved the reaction. Yeah, it cost it took a couple face palms, but it was worth it just to see everyone's reaction.
Oh god,
I loved it.
Even when we were exiting the theater, we were like, Pikachu talk, Pikachu talk.
That was beautiful.
Alright, on the subject of Pokemon and Nintendo, let's move on to the handhelds, because as the world knows,
the main series.
Yeah, Pokemon is done for handhelds, basically. It's going on to consoles, which is, in this case, the Nintendo Switch.
Unfortunately.
Which is a handheld console hybrid. I usually use it for handheld.
Well, yeah, at least it's going to have more power. And there is...
Hopefully they can do a lot more.
That's going to be a problem, too, because apparently they're wanting to change up the battle system.
Which is...
To make it, like Pokken tournament or something like that, where, you could run around and all that.
Like I always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to destroy a 20-year... A thing that they've been
tradition.
Perfecting for 20 years. They're just going to...
I feel like it's perfect the way it is.
I mean, if they end up making it to where it's like a side game kind of thing,
then by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know, something like the Battle Tower,
a Battle Dome or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they have that, but But so we're gonna talk about the handhelds a little bit. At least the ones we've played. We're gonna start with Sun/Ultra Sun and Moon and whatever. But this actually disappointed me quite a bit, because apparently Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the last games for the 3DS in general. At least that's what they've said. Who knows what's going to happen. Then again, they said Breath of the Wild was going to come out in 2016. So, where was I going with this? Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was supposed to be a culmination of all the Pokemon games. Which I guess that was the legendary thing, which is not even that good, because you still need 2 of them to get Rayquaza. You need Groudon, Kyogre.
Yeah, all the legendary.
But Kyogre is obviously in Moon.
They've done that in the older games.
Yeah, but they said, I remember reading in a statement by them, a statement from somewhere, this is supposed to be showing what the 3DS is truly capable of. They're going to push the 3DS's powers to the limit. And what I got was the exact same game as we've gotten before. Is
except that people disappear in the distance now.
I mean, yeah, that was weird.
I mean, it doesn't bother, but it's really noticeable.
Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon was not necessary at all. It did not need to be a thing, because it was supposed to be what Sun and Moon, the original versions, were supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it's we
paid $40 something for a trial. No, for a beta.
Pretty much, that's it. Because they added an extra trial, that Ultra Wormhole, to go to find all the legendaries and.
Obviously, it's a lot better than the original Sun and Moon.
I personally don't think so. I think it's about the same, if not just. Yeah, literally about the same. Because the story was different, sure, but it wasn't that different. They made it seem like, oh, we're gonna find what's the legendary's name of this one? Necrozma? It's we're gonna find the mystery of Necrozma and the Ultra Megalopolis and, things and this and this and this. And I was we spent less than, depending on your fight with Necrozma, you spend less than 20 minutes in Ultra Megalopolis with the Ultra Recon Squad. It's what's the secret behind them? And I was they lost their light. That's it. That's it.
The power went out.
And then the Necrozma was a joke because it was a dragon type. So
Oh,
It's
I
like-
got my ass handed to me.
My Sylveon was like, die.
I got destroyed.
My Sylveon kicks ass. But I thought this was bad. Even the epilogue episode with Rainbow Rocket,
Oh yeah, I love that.
but they were like battle the previous bad guys, and I was like, whoa, are they going to be part of the battle tree, or like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, a tournament of the bad guys and whatnot? It's like, no, you battle them once and they get lost.
Oh yeah, pretty.
And I was like, what the? And even Giovanni didn't really put up much of a fight. This fight was, to me, pretty darn easy.
Yeah.
And before you say anything, I used my team that I got in Ultra Sun and Moon. I didn't use my original Pokemon for my Pokemon team, so I was like, okay.
I thought that was my favorite part. Again, I'm a big old fan of Team Rocket and all that, and I thought it was like really interesting of what they actually did with it. Like they took the evil people from the previous games that won, that where the protagonist you didn't exist in them.
Yeah, because they kept saying, like, if only there was a trainer like you, maybe they could have shown me the error of my ways or something.
Yeah.
Which implies, like, Brandon, Gold, Red, they all didn't exist.
Well, I mean, Red would technically have
They all
existed.
didn't exist.
It was actually like really interesting.
It was short.
It was too short, sadly.
It
but
was, like, I thought they would be in the battle tree again, like I kept saying.
Yeah, that would.
Or in a
like
tournament.
they actually, Maxi and oh god, what's
Team Flare, dude. No, not Team Flare. Team
No.
Magma.
Team Aqua, right?
Team
Or
Aquaman. Team
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Yeah, freaking
Maxi and Aquaman.
Maxi and Aquaman appeared in the Battle Mason in the on
X and Y?
Alpha Omega Ruby
and Alpha
Sapphire.
Sapphire. Well, yeah, they were there. They were part of the main freaking story.
Well, I mean, you can actually even use them in the battle tree.
Which,
as
if they did
partners.
that would have been awesome as well. But it's like, to me, it didn't work for me. I mean, you were obviously a fan of Rocket,
Oh yeah, of course.
not totally a part of Team Rocket or anything.
Oh, that's another thing. Like you want to join Team Rocket? They're like,
It's like-
hell yeah.
And then he's like, haha, you're so funny. You're even joking. I was like, no, sign me up for Team Rocket. I want to kick ass and chew bubble gum.
It's Nugget Bridge all over again.
Yeah, for real. Holy crap, that's a good one. But I didn't like it. Like, not only that episode, I didn't really like Ultra Sun and Moon. I thought it was completely pointless. Like, even if I know they traditionally roll out a Pokemon game every year or every year or two. Like, I wouldn't have mind waiting for, like, they could have not done Sun and Moon and just give us Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon in the form of Sun and Moon. So that way it's like basically Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, which
Well,
was
that kind of changes things because the story was still the same, but so was like Yellow and Emerald, Platinum. I think that's where it ended. They were all the same story, just bits of different things.
the main thing being the legendaries.
Yeah.
Like, you focus on Necrozma
Yeah, instead of
and you focus on Rayquaza, and Platinum was that worm, gross looking one.
yes, the ghost dragon thingy.
What's it called?
Garatina.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I was afraid of sounding like an idiot, but to me, like, Sun and Moon Ultra Sun and Moon didn't need to happen at all.
That's just another thing about again me being a big old fan of Team Rocket. I was hoping Jesse and James would still be in it because they're going
Like,
through.
Before you fight Giovanni, they could have been there. That would have made me happy.
That
but
would have because
Sadly.
they're going from different Giovanni is getting them from different universes. I mean, like what could have stopped them? Technically, Ash exists in the games now since you've seen a picture of him with his Pikachu in Mimikyu's trial.
Mimikyu's little trial.
And then now you get Ass Hat Pikachu and Ash Greninja.
Yeah, that's right. So technically, they say he's canon in
Maybe, probably, I don't know.
maybe, who knows. It's a mastery.
It's a mastery.
But so you do like Ultra Sun and Moon.
I liked it.
I do not like it at all. But I got it, so I might as well enjoy it.
I mean, it'll be sad if I never get a Switch, and this is where my my freaking 15+ year adventure ends.
Yeah, you've been on Pokemon since the beginning. And
technically, yeah.
You even had your own character story written out and everything. And I'm making mine, so that way, like, ours crosses together.
That was another thing that why I loved the Rainbow Rocket thingy, is because me and another friend end up making making our own story. Like, oh, what if like Team Rocket
Succeeded.
Well, I mean, if they wanted to like fight back and they got all the main bad guys of the different teams, and that actually happened. Like, holy crap, man! They made it seem way more better than what me and my friends could think of, but it actually happened. Yeah,
it was alright, I suppose. Like, I'm just upset that this is gonna be the last one on the official handheld. Like, your adventure's over, but mine is going strong.
No.
I just want to know what the next one will bring, because they have a lot more power to work with. It being on the Switch.
Yeah.
The second thing is that eventually we're gonna have to pay to play online. I mean, we already play for Pokemon Bank, isn't it enough?
True. I mean, that's to transfer our Pokemon and stuff.
I guess now we just transitioned to the future of Pokemon games. It being obviously on a much powerful console, handheld console. It's a handheld console. But like you said, I'm actually very, very, very concerned about the battle system.
Yeah.
That might change. I don't want it to. It's absolutely fine the way it is.
Yeah.
It's all about strategizing, and now it's going to be all about button mashing, because Pokemon Tournament's a button masher.
Pretty much. That would suck. Obviously, people are going to have to come up with new strategies. It would probably make Pokemon that you already know how to use, so you've been using for years, and
like
with
useless.
with the different battle system, like they'll be completely useless.
I like the turn by turn. I hope it's not like, again, you can just go wherever the fuck you want.
But if again it's in the game, but it's not like the main battle system.
Like you said, it could be like hey, do you want to try out the battle tourney? Battle tourney, I guess. It's like, it's a different kind of battling than you're used to. Follow me, kid, into this dark alley where no one can see us.
One of the things they said they want to utilize, like the microphone and stuff, to where you can scream out "dodge" or something like that, or
that'd be kind of weird.
That would be
because then you'll be playing in public. It's like, "Dodge, Pikachu," and people are like, "What? Pikachu? Where?"
Or if your Pokemon has a nickname,
Dodge, Nick, and some dude's like, "What? No, I'm talking to Nick. I'm Nick, not you, the other Nick. I'm Nick over here."
You named your Metapod.
What?
You know where that joke was going.
Oh god.
And yelling that you're playing at a friggin' children's park.
Or at a church.
Oh
my god.
Anyways.
Future Pokemon coming to Switch. At least that's what they said. But maybe they might, like, take the main games to Switch. Maybe some of the side stories to 3DS. What?
One thing I hope they put is they let our Pokemon walk with us.
That was such a fucking tease. Like
we hated, what's his name? Hugh.
We hate him.
We hated him as it is.
He's too happy.
And then in Ultra Sun and Moon,
his starters with him. It's not in a Pokeball. It's traveling with him.
Walks with him. It's like, oh, damn you, Nintendo.
It's like, we wanted that, not fucking you. How could you do that?
I hope you die. Anyways, huh? Okay. Anyways, freaking.
It's like a Nintendo was like, oh, screw you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, what's that? You wanted your Pokemon to walk with you. Well, you didn't say walk with who, so we gave it a how. So, but at least before we enter the Pokemon League, like our Pokeball comes out of its ball.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
And then it's like Incineroar is looking at you with happiness or something.
I stood as a Populo.
Oh yeah, you went into the Pokemon League with a Populo for some reason.
I like it. And that was another tease. Everyone was thinking
they're gonna walk with us into the Pokemon League. It's like, nope.
Back in the ball you go. Like, oh, okay.
It's like, oh, balls.
Exactly.
But that was
another thing
horrible.
which I personally liked was how Hugh Bob being the champion and not
the final battle.
Because if it was gonna be Professor Tool, or we call him Professor Tool, what's his name? Kukui,
Something like that. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced differently.
Yeah, but we call him Professor Tool.
Just look at him if you're wondering why. Just look at him.
I forget. Oh,
look at him for God's sake.
4. Damn it. They end up if he was gonna be the champion still, that would have sucked. It was like, oh, it was too, I guess, obvious or something.
Yeah.
Like they didn't change it, but they made it seem like he was gonna be the champion. But no, he's like, no, this douchebag is.
Like, yeah, just
awesome.
kidding. It's just happier, kid.
And then we totally ruined his dreams, which makes it like so much better.
He's like, I'm gonna beat you. And it's like, nah, nope.
No.
And then that's pretty much it. Like the totem Pokemon, they don't tell you to catch right away. In fact, Solgaleo and Lunala, it's like, yeah, Galdian.
Got
fucking Team Skull Blondie, dude.
Yeah.
Tells you, it's like, oh, my sister's waiting for you where you first met her. Then it's like, catch Nebby, take him and or her with you. And then that's how you catch him. You don't catch him right away once you're done in Ultra Space Worm.
Oh, here's another funny thing, that freaking Necrozma had the catch rate of like a Caterpie.
Oh yeah.
Freaking.
I caught it in a Quick Ball.
I got it in a Premier Ball. Freaking. I bought loads of Pokeballs.
Even Necrozma, they don't prompt you to catch right away. You have to go find Necrozma.
Oh yeah, when you're going through the Pokemon League.
Yeah,
up to the
Victory Road. But it's not even like, hey, Necrozma's. You don't have to come across it. You can completely go around Necrozma.
Yeah,
which is, I thought that was interesting because neither of the legendaries, they don't tell you to catch right away. They don't even offer it to you.
It makes it better if you're trying to get one that's that has a good nature, good IVs and all that,
or a shiny.
Yeah.
Well, the box ones aren't shinies. Every other legendary shiny.
Another thing is I love how they we were able to get our starter early on and not play like for 45 minutes before we can finally get our starter.
And then to go through that long ass cutscene to get the right nature and everything.
Oh, I know that.
To soft reset, wait 10 minutes, soft reset, wait 10. We got it right then and there.
How many times did I have to soft reset? I know I was here when I was doing it.
Yeah.
And I gave up. I just flipped a coin so I keep it, and I kept the one.
Luckily for me, the first Litten I got was adamant, so I was extremely happy with that. Because that's a good nature for him. What's his name?
Litten.
Incineroar.
Oh yeah.
Which is, I'm still upset about Incineroar. I mean, Nintendo, it's like we know you don't want a fighting Pokemon, so here's a Fire Dark. It's like, he's clearly meant
that's a dark
to be a fighter. His Z move is a fucking boxing ring, which is that's you, nerd. Anyway, on to still the topic of gaming. Let's talk about what Pokemon really drew people for is competitive play. We can go on for
ever with that.
Yeah.
Competitively, well, actually, with me and Tieg here, I'm
Tieg. Hi.
We use we have a main team that we use.
We have our 6 priority Pokemon that we use for main battling.
Yeah, and he's had his since
X.
I've had mine since Leaf Green, which I bring with me.
Fuck you.
One of the things was I always had them as competitive Pokemon, which back in the day, my team used to kick a massive amount of ass. After new game after new game, my team got weaker and weaker because there was more different Pokemon that were more powerful.
And then came X and Y, which introduced Fairy.
Oh, especially with the Fairy typing, I had to still keep using the same team. I had to change up their moves, change what they had and everything. Probably I had to upgrade to putting poison type moves. I put in Mega in there, which was Lucario. Yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah, competitive play. It's fun when it's done with good players.
Oh yeah, with people who actually.
Which brings us to our next topic of the hackers and trolls and whatnot. You're technically a troll with your Team Rocket team.
Yeah.
Fucking Meowth is hate that move.
Fake out.
But it's like Pokemon Online was ruined.
Oh heck.
It was ruined by hackers and people who use nothing but legendaries who think they're good.
Well, I mean, hackers have been around for a while. Again, going back to when I used to play back on like Leaf Green and stuff, is when I made my first team, which is the team I still use now. I trained them back in Gen 3, which was freaking hard. I bred them and trained them in Gen 3. I worked months on them, especially with getting a light ball for Pikachu because it was impossible to get back then. And after all that, I still lost to some dude with a Game Shark using hacked shiny legendaries that were perfect on everything. And it's like, come on.
And then they have the audacity to call themselves a good player,
yeah.
which is stupid. It's like, I'm good at Pokemon even though my legendaries are all hacked and shiny.
Yeah, and they bragged about like how good they were, and it's still a problem today.
Yeah, even freaking like kids today. Like, I remember my kids. I mean, stupid kids like 12 through what?
Actually,
I'd say
even older people.
Like like even people who go to tournaments and play competitively, they will sometimes get away with hacked Pokemon. Which is really sad. You have to stoop so low to hacking to call yourself a good player.
But they don't consider it cheating for some reason. It's like, oh, I end up hacking a perfect Pokemon. Had like literally no
weaknesses at all.
Well, I mean, not like that, but they
good
have no
IVs,
time in it.
Good EVs.
People who work their ass off,
like you,
to make a team, and someone just hacks them in. No, and it's like, really?
And so like, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's like the world sees something wrong with it.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's sad what it's come down to.
If you go to another like multiplayer game or something and someone is hacking it, they're cheating. But apparently when it comes to Pokemon,
it's not cheating.
If someone's hacking, they think like, oh, it's not cheating.
It is clearly cheating.
Yeah.
And hacking Pokemon isn't the only way people cheat. People can go on, I don't know how they do it, but it's on their computer. They can see the other person, the person they're battling, the Pokemon, and the order they pick them in, and the moves they're going to use.
I haven't heard about that for a while, but definitely back in Gen 5 and definitely Gen 5, they definitely did that.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it, but again, they can see the order of the Pokemon you pick, the moves you're going to use.
Yeah.
Basically everything.
And I've seen it. Like, there is no possible way this person could have known what
you were going to do.
Yeah, and somehow, like, they did. I had a weird set on this team. There's no way that they would have.
They could have predicted you to use a certain move on.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Somehow they predicted it. They started out perfectly against my team. What I did notice too is like once I picked my team, they won't pick until the very last second, and coincidentally they had.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I've battled the same people over and over again, surprisingly, on like the random battle spot.
Yeah.
And the same person always started out perfectly. Like there's no way. Obviously, they had shiny hacks.
I haven't come across that. Oh, I came across it once, but mostly what I come across is hacked shinies and people who use legendaries and call themselves good.
Ones that, again, there's certain Pokemon that have never been able to catch as shiny. They're shiny locked.
Yeah.
And they have multiple of them.
But now, none of the legendaries are shiny locked in Ultra Sun, except for the boxed ones.
There is certain ones that are still shine locked.
Really?
I think Celebi being one. Who else? I think Hoopa. Hoopa was never shiny.
I remember how I got my Hoopa. I don't even know how I got it, but I got it before everyone else. Through a fucking Wonder Trade.
Yeah, sadly it was hacked. Usually, I'm in a chat thingy with someone called Pimp Night. Every time we usually get a hacked Pokemon, no matter what it is, shiny, perfect IV, we usually always release them.
Yeah. Well, I can't say yeah to that. I'm not part of that chat or anything. But it's sad what it's kind of come to. People going through these methods of trying to be successful at the game, and really they're just realizing themselves.
Other ones that I don't know if I won't consider as much cheating as hacking, but people are just outright using all legendaries and stuff, beating a person using like Butterfree, and they call themselves good.
It's like what's a good one to go against Butterfree? My Moltres, I beat a Butterfree and a Sceptile with the Moltres. It's like, I'm so good. It's like, no, you used an overpowered Pokemon with a advantage type. I
mean, it is possible to beat these people.
Your Pikachu took down a Rayquaza. It was amazing.
Well, obviously you've done it too.
Too bad it just couldn't take down a poor Sylveon. I left it with 1 HP, and man.
That was bull.
Shit. Even your Lucario couldn't kill my Sylveon. And it's a steel type.
What have I created?
For real. But it's Pokemon it's still loved by many.
Oh yeah, heck
and myself included.
Oh, obviously there's like the toxic part of it, but I mean, what fandom doesn't have that toxic part? Cough, cough.
No fandom we're a part of, that's for sure.
Oh, of course. And
it's every fandom's pure at. Oh God. But that leaves us to our final little checkpoint. What we want for the future of Pocket Monsters.
I mean, didn't we already say I want us to walk with our Pokemon again? At least to be more. Have to have more interaction with our Pokemon.
Like Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
Even, wasn't there
the Johto
Heart,
games.
Gold, and Soul Silver?
Yeah.
Cool. But what I want is, I'm pretty sure what a lot of people want are triple battles.
Oh.
Like yourself included. You want triple battles to make a comeback. Instead of getting rid of the Battle Dome.
Most of my teams are old Pokemon that I've been using for like many years. And when triple battles came out, most of my teams, probably like 90% of my teams were made for triple battles. And like I had my electric team, my trick room team, my not much of the dragon team. They were all made they were all made for triple battles, and when the new game came out,
they were gone. Triple battles are gone. Battle Dome. Here you go.
Oh, that was something we didn't talk about.
The Battle Royale, which is, it should have been last man standing.
It should have been. Everyone was a Battle Royal is a last man standing.
And now it's like whoever runs out of Pokemon first, the battle's over.
Yeah, it's like, damn. Back in the day, when it came to third gen and stuff and onwards. What everyone did for a free-for-all is they'll do a multi-battle and everyone attacking each other, which...
That sounds awesome.
It could work. I've done many of them. And everyone thought that the game would listen to people and seeing what they were doing and they would make a free-for-all.
What else bugged most people is that you could only have 3 Pokemon in the Battle Royale.
But that was obvious. They were, of course, going to do that. I wish they could do all 6, but the last man standing would have been fun.
Yeah, definitely.
At least for like a game mode or something like. But when we want to have a free for all battle, we still have to go do a multi battle and do it the old fashioned way.
What I wanted to talk about teams is because you mentioned your teams again.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that a little bit. Let's talk a little more. No team's original anymore.
Sadly,
on all the tournaments with the handhelds, there you always see a Tapu Pokemon. You always see a Kyogre or a Groudon or a Xerneas, I think it's called.
What year was it? 2013, I think, or no?
For what?
Oh no, it was 2014, I think. No, 15. One of these years, literally the top, what was it, 8 or 16 people all had the same Pokemon.
Yeah.
It was like what Tylenol, Talonflame. I forgot.
Talonflame.
That thing.
You always see a Garchomp.
Yeah, Garchomp. You had the mega legendaries, and all the teams were the same. There was
like a
no
primal Kyogre and Groudon.
The last good champion was the one with the Pachirisu.
And then everyone had a Pachirisu.
I loved it though. This guy
it definitely did. It shocked everyone. Like a Pachirisu, what the heck is going on? This cute little squirrel's gonna go kick ass.
I think if I remember correctly, it got like I guess some sort of record thing of being the lowest base stat Pokemon to ever be the champion.
Fuck.
But this dude ended up showing that you don't need an overpowered team to be the champion.
Like your team, you use your favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, I like to win with favorites, not who's the strongest.
I picked some of my favorites too. I mean, there's one on my team that I didn't really pick, but it was given to me as a gift. I want to say that, but the rest of them I did pick out. They were my favorites.
It has grown on you, right?
Kind of. A little bit. I know it's definitely grown on you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Even though it's my Pokemon.
Well, when I had to hold your Pokemon, I used them for tournaments.
And they kicked ass, didn't they?
Heck yeah, they did.
I have a good team.
Yes. I don't know if we want to mention them or something.
I don't know. What do you think?
I'll mention mine.
Go for it.
I'm a narcissistic asshole.
No, I didn't say that out loud.
The Pokemon I have from Gen 3 still, actually, some of them have been replaced, sadly. But the ones I know I have is my main Pokemon, which I've had forever, which was my Pikachu Sparks. Got him at Gen 3. Sent an egg from Ruby into Kanto and hatched it there. Another one is Sandslash, Butterfree. Those are my three my three oldest. Arcanine, Lapras, and it used to be Latios back in the day, but I switched it off to Lucario in Gen 4. And yeah, that was basically my main team I've had ever since, and I still use today.
You're missing two. Wait, did you say Butterfree and Lapras?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry.
Sadly, Lapras has been replaced because there are certain moves I needed that it couldn't get anymore. So
I guess I'll say my Pokemon. I have a Chandelure, Charizard, Vaporeon, Sylveon, Mightyena, and Manectric.
Yeah.
And
your Mega being...
my Mightyena being my main Pokemon. I mean, you don't see a Mightyena on teams nowadays.
Oh, no,
not often.
No. Again, using your team during the tournament, you can check how many different people used it, and there was probably like only out of how many like thousands of people, like 200,000 or 20,000 or something like that. There was only like 2 or 3 people using Mightyena.
Mightyena kicks ass. My Mightyena is good. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, you had yours since
X and Y.
Yeah, X and Y.
Those are. I mean, I haven't played many Pokemon games. The first one I ever played was obviously Red and Blue.
Yes.
Red or Blue. I think I had Red. And then I played Yellow. Then Fire Red. Then I didn't have a DS as a kid, so I had to wait till 3DS. So the next one I played was actually X. Then Omega Ruby. Then Sun and Ultra Sun. So I didn't play that many when I was growing up. But you did. You kind of did. Yeah.
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 Yeah. inside joke.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna wrap it up. Any last things to say on this topic?
Depending on if anyone's ever seen it, if anyone wants to battle, I guess just comment on the video or something.
Yeah,
I'm always up for a battle.
comment your friend code. I'll give it to you, and then if you guys want to battle, you can add him as a friend. Check it out. He's pretty damn good at this game.
Well, I mean, I could be if I used overpowered Pokemon, but I use old Pokemon.
That's what makes you good, because you still kick ass with those Pokemon instead of using overpowered legendaries. Which, by the way, for those of you listening, the Tapus and Ultra Beasts do count as legendaries.
Yeah.
They are overpowered. They do not have a gender. They are almost impossible to catch.
They have all
the characteristics and traits of a legendary.
Pretty much the only people who who say they're not legendaries
are the ones who use them.
Are the ones who use them and don't want to admit that they have to rely on a legend to win. So.
Yeah, for real. It's really sad. But my final words on this are play fairly, guys. No one likes a sore loser. No one likes one who uses all legendaries. No one likes to. Although I will admit this is funny when I'm winning and then someone disconnects their DS from the internet.
Oh man, back in the day.
That's satisfying.
Back in tournaments when in tournaments back in Gen 5 and stuff, if you were winning and the other person end up disconnecting because they were losing, they still get the loss, but you don't get the win. Which
is kind of bullshit.
It ruined so many tournaments for me.
But at least they got the loss.
Yeah, they still got the
loss. That's kind of a karma that they should get. So this has been our talk on Pokemon with me, Tieg, and my best friend, that one fox.
That one fox. No, not that fox.
The other fox.
That one fox. That one.
The one fox.
Yeah,
that's what you said.
Yeah, that one fox.
Okay, but Jude the fox, right?
What?
Jude the fox.
Yes.
Okay,
Jude.
yeah, Jude the fox. So I thank you very much for being here with me today and saying the fact that I invited you over.
Who are you?
And we played Smash Bros. And Skyrim and what else did we play?
You just love the spring.
Oh, fuck your goddamn spring. But thanks again, guys. Comment your friend code. Maybe I'll add you. Jude will add you as well. We might challenge you to a battle. See who's
put it in the description.
The best of the best. Yeah, I'll put your friend code in the description. I'll put mine as well in case anyone wants to add us. And if you do, comment so that way we can add you as well. Because I think on the old software for the 3DS, you just had to put I had to put yours and that was it. Because now we have to put both of ours.
Maybe, probably, I don't remember.
That's what my friend Brandon always says. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for listening. This has been something we've wanted to do for quite a while before even we went to go see I Choose You, right?
And I just flaked out every single time.
It's not that. It's just we never really had the opportunity.
Well, I mean, I was always shy and all that.
Yeah. But you're coming on your show. That's good. You can be on more of my episodes, which is really, really cool.
I'm pretty sure all the comments are going to be like, get that weirdo off the show.
More than likely. And I think my subscriber count just went down to the 1, which is my mom. I'm just kidding.
Well, even I'm subscribed.
But again, thanks a lot, guys. And this has been G the Fox. Me, your host, Tieg the Grey Wolf. We're going to see you next time. We're going to see you in another video. What are we going to talk about?
Drugs.
Drugs. All right. See you guys next time. Bye.